Shabbat Shalom from Temple Concord. This week our Torah portion is all about Jacob and his transformation from being Jacob to becoming Israel. The story is that he was wrestling one night and he emerges from that wrestling match with a wounded hip. He has a limp the rest of his life. And over time I've learned that it isn't the wrestling partner that matters so much, and it isn't the fact that the wrestling itself occurred, because the truth is we all wrestle. The question is, how do you emerge from it? Jacob emerges the next day stronger, more mature, realizing that he's changed and that he can change the world. We all have scars in our lives, every one of us. And the truth is, when I go to the cemetery with a family, the recognition of the scars is there and plain for everyone to see. But what is noticeable is how many people have lived with the scars and made a good life in spite of the scar, and how many have let the scar define them. Jacob lived on after this scar and lived a good life. He wasn't perfect, but he used it as motivation to do better, to become a better person. And that's precisely what we're called to do too, to accept our scars, to live with them, and to move forward with them. Shabbat services this Friday evening will be a wonderful experience. We're having a throwback service. We'll be using the old Union prayer book, and it'll be a more formal service with the organ. I hope you can join us. Services will be at 7:30 p.m. in the sanctuary, and an oneg will follow. Saturday morning we have tech study at 9 and Torah study at 10, and services at 11 a.m. And Sunday morning our Latke Brigade will be in full force making latkes for our Hanukkah dinner. Hanukkah is just a couple of weeks away. We also will begin our Islam for Jews, a little 3-part class that I'll be teaching along with some Muslim friends, so that we as Jews can become more familiar with the Muslim world and with the beliefs and tenets of the religion of Islam. On Tuesday next week, we have our Talmud class continuing, and all sorts of wonderful activities, including our Scholar Series. Professor Shana Gadarian will be speaking about the role of anxiety and fear in the elections. And given the election we've just endured, it promises to be a wonderful and enlightening evening. And I hope you can join us for that as well. For now, though, I wish you a Shabbat not of scars, but of accepting scars, of recognizing that the scars we carry make us into better people. They define who we are, not because of the scar itself, but because of how we react to the scar, and how we live with it, and how we accept it. Shabbat Shalom for now. Look forward to seeing you at the temple.